Got the compressed air capsule. Now, to get all the machine parts.
Hey, Freak Fox, how you doing?
It's some kind of drone. Is it watching over this area? Might have some useful data. But how to get up there? Well, this is where Moreland said the herd would be. They must have moved on. I need to pick up their trail. Better look for tracks. Time to get off.
Yeah, Matthew, this is a really good game. One of my favorite games of all time, actually. The first game is really good, too, but I like this one more.
There. Tracks should lead me to the herd.
Hey, Cameron.
Sandstorm's blowing in. Just what I need. There's the herd. I should have the parts I need. More machines? I better deal with them first.
How did I know? Because your username says chilling with Cameron. I just kind of figured. There you go. Wait for me. Do it like that? You wanna do it like that?
Oh, the storm's whipped up a sand spiral. Great.
It's fallen!
Okay. Got them all. Now, where did the herd go?
Oh, hey, Mark. Okay, yeah, just a sec. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter to me because
Can my
whatever is
focus see
announced
anything?
alongside a Horizon game, I'll be playing the Horizon game. Thank you very much. Okay. Here, hold on just a sec.
Gliding in.
Okay, there we go. That should work. Okay, Mark, I'm on Cosme, so this should work? It should. As long as it's linked to the desktop audio. Oh, hello. Okay. Wait a minute, just a sec. Okay. Um. Wait, are you talking through the... Okay, talk again?
Hello.
Okay, there we go. Okay, now you should be coming through.
Let's see.
I can outlast the storm.
Whoa, that's loud. Hello, dudes. I'm gonna lower my mic a little bit. Oh, so guess what I found out.
Oh, what'd you find out?
It's nothing crazy. It's just about my mic. So these mics have a thing where when you first plug them in and get them set up as a device, you have to go into like the sound settings and whatever, and then it automatically has this thing called audio enhancements.
It looks like the
It's
herd's
checked
caught between these
on
sand spirals.
like
Yeah.
Use that to
automatically.
my advantage.
That shit ain't an enhancement. If anything, that's the exact
doesn't like
opposite. It
fire.
sounds like garbage.
Wow.
So, unfortunately, so my brother and I recorded our Tekken 8 episode of the Vid Games podcast on my Let's Play channel, plug, and it unfortunately sounds a little weird because of that. Actually, you guys look at Miharu the Fox exclusive, Destination Mark Vid Games exclusive. We recorded a Spider-Man episode of the podcast a while back, but again, same issue. We had just gotten I think it was my brother's Yeti mic. The blue Yeti, and or the new one, like the Yeti X or whatever. And we recorded a Spider-Man episode that never went up because it sounded like garbage.
Wow.
And that's where I found out, like, oh, it's this audio enhancement thing that's
And
doing
now
it.
it's an angry
But
flaming
this
machine.
time, I just didn't even realize it was on at all. I forgot all about it. So unfortunately, Tekken 8 one went up like that, sounding like that. It really sucks. And so then I went back. I was starting to edit 1-1, and I was like, oh fuck. It sounds like that, and I'm like, alright, it must be the audio enhancements. And yep, it was turned on. I was like, great.
Wonderful.
How are you today?
I'm alright.
Yay. How much recording you gotta do today?
I have to record a whole page of something, so I just... Like, I usually record in the morning because it seems to be the best time for me, but at the same time, it's like the worst time because my voice doesn't sound good.
Yeah. There have been plenty of times where, like, if it's Crash or Spyro news in the past, like, I wouldn't care. Like, if I wake up and I see it, I'm like, crap, I have to report on this. And so you can tell when, like, oh, this was done early in the morning because my voice is all like, hey guys, how's it going on? So we've got some cool shit going on.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, I sound like Chills.
One
Slash Bubba TK.
synthetic membrane. I
Hey,
should
guys,
have all
how's
the
it
parts
going?
to build this thing now. Better get back to Moreland.
Welcome to the stream.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Number 15.
Number 15.
Kaboom boy, what's up? Let's try everyone out in chat. We've got Seven, we've got Matthew Styles, Golem's Bite. Did you have a previous username? Because yeah, Golem's like, hey, I haven't seen you in a long time. I don't remember if you had you had to have had a previous name. So I don't remember the name Golem's Bite. But hello, regardless. Freak Fox and chilling with
This is where we
Cameron.
part
Hello.
ways.
Hello, people. Dudes.
What can I do for you, partner?
I've got everything I need to build the
The incredible diving mask.
I think diving
More than
mask
8
is
half
enough.
hours ago.
I won't quibble.
Playing Crash 4, nice.
Workbench is all yours.
Cool.
Oh, man. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that.
Whoa. There's a marvel.
We're also gonna go get some
If
groceries
it
later.
works, you'll let me try it?
Oh, nice.
There's a very special
Gotta
salvage I want down
stack
there.
back up.
Assuming I don't drown.
So what are you really looking for down there?
It's hard to explain.
Is his name Mortund?
Something that caused a malfunction in
His
the
name is
apparatus that
Moreland.
controls the old city.
Oh, Moreland. Sorry,
I think it started the
I
flood.
mistook the L for a T.
I thought
I'm
we
like
started-
Mortund.
Like
Sounds
we
like
sprung a
rotund.
trap. I don't know how we were detected. But
The
suddenly,
Boom Boy just recently found
The
this
dancing
channel.
lights
Curious to
around
know
us
what do you
changed.
guys usually do? Usually, I
Lights.
play Spyro
What do you
and
mean?
Crash.
images
Well,
in the air.
Not a whole lot
Sparked
of
by
Crash.
the embers. The salvage I'm after.
Not these days.
Tiny hologram projectors?
I'll play.
But
At first,
I'll play Rumble.
there were lots of images. Women
I
and
played
coins
played
and
CTR.
food stuff.
I'll play like the
Tattoo.
racing
Then,
and spin-off
suddenly,
Crash games. Those
they turned.
those I'll play.
Nautical.
But
Waves.
I won't play the platformer games
Fish.
after I've played them like
There was
once.
this flash of red. and the roar of water surging in.
Wait.
Meanwhile, I'm
Essentially
Destination
Spyro.
Mark.
A red light.
I'll
From a
throw
spot
some funnies in the chat
near
so
the
you
grate
can
on the
see.
floor where the water burst through. It's like a beacon.
So you can see that's me.
Or a warning.
Yeah. So I do Crash and Spyro
Thanks.
stuff as well. I
That might help.
love Crash.
I hope
I've
it
played
does.
pretty much all the games. So
Good luck down there.
and by pretty much I mean like I'm thinking like fucking like
Okay. Time to
the
see
weird
if this thing works.
handheld ones or mobile ones. There's some I haven't, only some. But like I have all the GBA games. I have Boom Bang. I have all the
So
games.
good.
All of them.
I can actually breathe down here.
But yeah, occasionally we stream stuff that we've been trying to like kind of. We've grown our little circle based off of playing and streaming and talking and speculating about Crash and Spyro. And we still return to it every now and then.
I've never been able to swim
In fact, I'm actually going to be starting on Friday Spyro A Hero's Tale, which is the one Spyro mainline platformer on console that I've never beaten. So only up to like Dragonfly Falls I'm relatively familiar with, and then after that everything else is completely blind. Other than that, like I've played the other ones, of course, grew up with Spyro alongside Crash. But we also stream other games that we like. I've recently found out that I actually like Doom about a good year or two ago, so I've actually been playing. We not too long ago finished Doom Eternal on Twitch.
Nautical lights.
I played both 2016 and
Must be
Twitch.
Poseidon's
I mean,
doing.
2016 and Eternal on Twitch. You know, Klonoa I also found out that I really, really like. I didn't get to grow up with it, so something I just recently
That looks like a
discovered.
way out. Poseidon's down here
Love Klonoa.
somewhere. Gotta find where it's hiding.
Oh, Sparks, what's up?
Whoa! Big machine.
And Jace,
Yeah.
how's it going?
Basically, it's
be
like
careful.
it is a lot of variety stuff,
This is
but
massive.
I mean, I like
The-
a
it's
variety of
encased in a
different
dome.
games, but mostly this is like a Spyro-centric channel. But I do also talk about, you know, Crash and Ratchet and Clank, and then Shantae. I recently added Shantae to my like normal content, so
Yes.
if you like any of that
Yes.
stuff. I like platformers, usually ones that feature animal characters. But then I also like action RPGs such as this.
They have to have good characters and story, something you can really follow and digest. Like, for example, she's not really going to play like iNinja anytime soon, or like Penny's Big Breakaway, but she loves like Spyro 3 or like Hat in Time or something.
Honestly,
But if you
it
want
just
like
depends.
if you want like iNinja or something a little more obscure, then you would come to me. So like you get the best of both worlds with the two of us. Also, I've been her life slave for the last 4 years, so
Yeah. That too.
we're a couple, we're a
That
duo,
must be the
we're a
red light
couple, and
that
we're a
Roland
unit.
saw when the water
We're an
rushed
absolute
in.
unit.
An absolute. Do whatever you guys do best. You got it.
Miharu, Mark, do what you guys do best.
We turn on Spyro, we start playing.
We
In the
still
middle
need to
of
play
a
Spyro
battlefield.
together and in the middle of the battlefield. We roll CRT in.
That door on the other side.
It's one of those school CRTs. It's the one that's on the little shelf that you wheel
I don't
in.
think I can get to it without the machine spotting me. I gotta find a way to deal with it
We
first.
still need to play Spyro together in
I should
person.
take a look at that red
We've
light
never done
I
that.
saw earlier. If it was a warning, maybe it's part of some
Yeah.
kind of alarm system.
I bought Klonoa Fantasy Reverie on PS5 recently. Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, Fantasy Reverie is a lot of fun. The fact that it blew up Steam and like the sales were insane on Steam first, and then even on console sales rocketed pretty high up there, and that was like one of the biggest things that the Klonoa series back in the day was like really suffering from. The games are great; they're actually a lot of fun. They're not Crash, they're not Spyro, they're not Mario, so Klonoa didn't sell as well. Klonoa is kind of up there with
If I
like
do this thing, I can
Pi
drain all the
or
water. I can
something
fight
to
that big
that
machine
degree, I
on dry
guess.
ground.
Like, you know the name,
Looks like I
but
have to reset
they
a
never
couple
really
of
sold
pump
that
nodes
well.
first.
Gex
According to the
even, or
map, there should
something
be an
similar.
access point for the first node. south
Medieval
of
even.
here.
Medieval was really well loved for a while, and now people barely remember it. Even with the remake. But, I'm hoping that the huge sales with Fantasy Reverie shows Namco that people do like Klonoa. Those that were with the series when it first started are going to want to see it continue. And those who, like me,
There's the
who
access point.
found the first
Should
couple
lead me to the
games
pump node.
initially later on in their lives and then went, oh
More
yeah, well,
machines
I'll play
down here.
Fantasy Reverie as well. Like,
Some more on them. Stick to cover.
for both types of fans alike, I'm really hoping that this leads to either more remakes of older games or something new.
If this one will please leave, thank you.
Oh, is it still weird? Is my mute still weird on,
There must be a
Did you hear me
hole
cough
up
just
with
now
these
or no?
tunnels down here.
No, I didn't hear it.
Water lines for an
Oh,
entire
interesting.
city.
Okay. Yeah, we were having a problem before where I'd mute my mic on Cosme, and then I could still be heard, and it's like, what? It must have been a little website hiccup or something. I tried going for 100 for all 150 dream shards in each level. Ooh, yeah.
I can't reach
I
the
gave
ledge
up
from
after.
here.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe
Learning there's
something I can
only
climb
enough
to
dream
get
shards
out.
to hit the quota if you use the multiplier. Yep, which means they place the multiplier and the little group of shards you have to get in a very specific pattern sometimes. So they thought ahead about it where like any other player would just like start going ham, but like you have to sometimes they'll set it up where you have to like actually think about it before hitting the multiplier so you can actually grab everything that they want you to grab. It's not really something you have to do in Klonoa 1 in Dwarf Phantom Isle, but in Lunatea's Veil there's some stuff packed away behind getting all the shards in each level, and I'm like, fuck. I don't know if I want to do that. Especially if the snowboarding areas, Jesus. Brody, what's up? Hey, Fizz is here too. How's it going?
Hey!
Ascend that man, Aaron. He deserves
Ascend
to be...
that man?
Yeah, he deserves to be a
Okay.
mod.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Jordan's here. What's up? And Dennis, how's it going? All your regulars are here. And some new faces. This I like to see.
Okay, there we go. I have ascended him.
Da, 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 da. Congratulations, Fez. You are a Miharu mod. Glad to see Miharu playing one of my favorite PS5 games. Whoa!
Yeah!
There. One node down.
Let's go!
Better swim back up and find the access point for the second node.
Nation versus here too, speaking gibberish. Dead if...
Push, push, push.
Were you testing your keyboard or something? Not that I'm against games having challenge, but I don't appreciate being demanded to have frame perfect reflexes in what's ostensibly a kid's game. It's there for that little extra challenge. Yeah, but it's tedious and I don't want to do it. So, you've already lost me. Why do you think I hate time trials in Crash games? Any Crash game, even the racing ones, it does not matter. I do not like time trials. That's the only thing, that's literally the only thing that's been keeping me from 106% in Crash 4. I still haven't done it yet because I haven't gotten the stupid platinum relics. So dumb.
According to the map, the second node
What you gonna be
should
talking
be on
about?
the other
Oh,
side
for the
of
frame
hill.
perfect shit? Klonoa. The little gems, they're called dream shards, but I'll just call them gems for simplicity's sake. The little gems that you collect, in both the main two games, well, in the first game, you don't really get a whole lot, just like this little acknowledgement that you got all 150
Another
little
access
gems.
point.
But
Should get me to the
that
second
doesn't
node.
mean that there are actually 150 gems strewed about the stage. There are gems all about, but whenever you see a multiplier, you hit that, and then you only have a small frame, like a small window of time to collect enough gems during that. You could do it, Aloy. You could do it, Aloy. You only have enough gems or enough time to grab the gems that are like right there within that amount of time. And that's the times 2, and that counts to the 150. And sometimes I was explaining, they set it up to where sometimes it's in a specific pattern, so you can't just grab them willy-nilly. But it's tedious. The whole rest of the game, Klonoa 1 and 2 are simple games to play. Grabbing all the gems is like the one hard thing. I'll cheer you on if you ever do Trick Crash 406%. I only managed to do a couple of Platinum Relics on my original PS4 save file. Because I already got the 100, I already got 100% on that save. I have not done it on my PS5 save yet.
Let's see if that helped.
But, it's just the Platinum Relics. Those are the only things I need on my PS4 save, and it's the hardest fucking shit because I don't like it.
Now we just need to activate the emergency purge.
I know Abdul has those videos, which I'm going to be following, to where you can get all the platinums in every level without even needing to triple spin. It still requires a little bit of pathing, but like, I'll have to like study those videos before I attempt it, and I'm not doing it like on stream or anything. I'm gonna do it in my own time. So like for Twitch, whenever we hit 100 followers, the incentive will be 100%, a Crash 400%, exclusively to Twitch. Yeah, there's a reason why I chose 100, and not just to line up with 100 followers, but because I don't want to do 106. I want to leave the time trial relics alone. I'm not going to even touch those. I'll have to fight off my completionist urge if I ever try Klonoa. If you've never played Klonoa, you should definitely... I don't know if we've had that conversation before. Yeah, you should definitely either get Fantasy Reverie or use Vim's Lair and get the original Door to Phantomile. Just be aware, though, that if you do get the original on PS1, if you haven't happened to have seen my quick reviews on the game, because it's specifically about the original Door to Phantomile, there's a little slide whenever you come to a stop when you're like running around.
There might be a way in.
That you're gonna have to accommodate for. Every other game and version of Klonoa 1 does not have that slide, but the original does. So you are able to make precise jumps. The game will ask that of you, but when you're running around and you're trying to come to a sudden stop, you're gonna slide a little bit. It's kind of like Luigi. His traction's a little low. Another pit of time shards. Yeah, we'll see what happens. That means I have to go back to 30 frames per second Crash 4. 30 frames Crash. Actually, did they boost it up with that next gen update? I can't remember. Oh yeah, Nationverse, there's that as well. That's how I played the first Klonoa.
This looks promising.
Originally.
There should be a console in here.
They don't? Okay. Just faster load times. There. Well, I mean, because there was... I mean, the fixes that were in the next-gen update for Crash 4, like how Tawna felt a little weird, moving her and stuff. Little things like that, I know they fixed for the PS5 version, and when you got the next gen update for PS4, it also applied to that, but I can't remember if somehow it locked it to 60 on PS4. Because originally it was 30. Okay, yeah.
That did it.
Yeah, I know that, like, the PS5
Okay.
versions of Ensign and, like,
I
all the
can feel like a
remasters,
machine
yeah, those are
guarding the door
still
on the other end of the
all
dome.
30 frames.
And once I get past it, I can get to what's waiting on the other side of the door. Poseidon. I guess the purge didn't get rid of all of the water.
Twilight, hello. I might have asked you this already, but do you have any vocal warm-ups as well that you do before recording?
No. My vocal
Ooh.
warm-up is just talking.
You have to sing her and sing.
No.
Sing a funny song. Sing a Crypt Keeper song.
No.
Oh.
What?
I don't know. Well, like one of the Christmas songs or something.
Oh.
To what? What does that mean? Sing the One Piece rap. That's what Fez is suggesting. I remember when you did. I was trying to find it again. And I still can't find it. When you guys were doing it when you were playing Rumble.
I could sneak by them. Deal with a big one first.
I try and complete where I can, but not wanting to grind just for 100%. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't always go for 100%, but if I know I can, then... And again, Crash and Spyro games tend to not really be designed that difficult, at least before Crash 4 came around. So, like, I know I can usually fully complete those games for the most part.
Poseidon is through there.
Unless, yeah, time trials
Where did
and
that
shit like
machine
that are
go?
involved.
Hey,
That gets a
boy,
little
it's a miracle.
weird.
Oh.
Played Klonoa on my PS Vita.
Was this you?
I did
you
enjoy
lower
it.
the waters?
Yeah,
I was
there's a
getting
new
a physical
problem.
copy of it, but when I saw the prices, yep.
That thing's in our way.
Yep. Invest in a Japanese PS1. They're not that expensive. Then you can get the Japanese Tour de Phantomile.
Yeah, it's gonna
The
be difficult to
only
get the
thing
others
that's different
back around.
across the two is the
As
language.
the scrappy
And
band of adventurers beheld
if
the
you
beast,
can
they
menu
knew
correctly
what they had to do.
and save correctly, then you'll be
Are
fine.
you crazy? Hush now.
I fully
She
beat that game
saved our death.
on my Japanese PS1. Japanese Klonoa Tour de Phantomile is $30.
Stay up here and start firing when I engage.
Tour de Phantomile for the US is can go upwards. I've seen to to $1,000.
That's like the original Shantae.
Which I still want, by the way.
No, you don't. You don't want it, actually. I won't have you spending upwards to $1,000 for that game.
Damn it. Monkey D. Sergio, what's up? See me on. Okay, there you go. That's all I remember. Not the end. That's it. That's all I remember. But someone else here knows it.
Actually, I don't know the lyrics to
Damn it!
You expect too much of me.
I don't know what you remember and don't remember off the top of your head. Ooh, the spray guy is doing some damage. He was knocking me around earlier. I still never want a game that hard again, though. I'm sure they've learned their lesson. If they're making fun of it in Rumble, that means they're like, yeah, sorry. And like, even for someone like me who loves and will die on the hill of the first Crash game on PS1 is a really good game. Because the one thing stopping people from playing it is they go, it's too hard, it's too hard. And I'm sorry that I have to say it in a fucking mocking voice. It's just that I'm the wrong person to go to for Crash 1. I'm the right person, but I'm also the wrong person. It was the first game I ever played. So I have nearly 30 years experience with that game. So like I love it so much.
Get a move on.
It introduced me to games, to Crash, to, the PlayStation. So when they were like, yeah, Crash 4 is going to be run-of-the-mill, you're going to have a little bit of, there's some difficulty. I was like, okay. Like, how hard can it be, right? Like, Crash 1 was already, like, people's,
You guys
like...
all right?
More than all right. This
standard of, like, okay, this game is really hard, and I don't find it very difficult at all. I find one level to be a little
all
bitchy.
the embers we could ever want.
It's not the level you would initially think. It's not slippery climb. It's not high road. For me, it's fumbling in the dark. I don't know why.
But
It's just a stupid little baby bitch
grab
level.
what
I
we
hate
came
it.
here for and get out for any more of those.
Other than
things
that,
decide
every other
to
level
show
was
up.
fine.
No,
But,
shard counter. Nothing wrong
Yes,
with a
I
little
as well.
revenue.
See, because like they were like,
Though we
I
should
just figured it was
probably let
PR
our
talk of them
flame-haired
being like,
friend
even
go.
long-term veterans will
I believe
find
she has
this
business
game
down
is a
here,
little
does she
challenging,
not?
so you might not be able to finish
Right.
it all in one
Of
sitting.
course.
And I'm over here like,
You need any help?
my balls are feeling pretty big. I think I'll
Very
take you
well.
up on that challenge.
We'll start taking some of the embers upstairs. Holler if you need us.
No, I felt it. I was like, oh shit. Starting to sweat a little bit here. Collar tug, collar tug. Sorry about that. Yeah, Crash 4 is pretty fucking up there.
Poseidon should be somewhere beyond this door. Time to bring it home.
Oh, he's posting the lyrics in the chat. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce it.
Cannot catch a break from this heat.
Seeing Baby Shark.
That's it.
There you go. Yay. Chicken boy, what's up? Long time no see, chicken boy. How you doing? Seeing Baby Shark, I double dog dare you.
I don't know that.
Von Bob. What is up?
Hey, Von Bob, thank you for the membership.
Okay. Poseidon should be hiding in some kind of
I'm
processor.
pretty busy.
I need to find a
I
console to
see.
gain access to it.
I went into Crash 4 with the circle turned off. I regretted my decision after 2
There.
hours. I regretted my
Should be able to
decision
use that
after
console.
2 seconds.
Why would you do that, though? Like, why would you just not...
Okay.
Why would you not want that?
Here's the thing. And I think I've already told you this, so you already know what I'm going to say.
And I'm pretty sure that a lot of people said, like, oh, I just wanted to turn the circle off, but not the shadow. But then
That's what I was
the
about to
thing
say,
is,
yes.
It turns
I'm
the
here
whole
to bring
shadow
you
off.
home, Poseidon.
That sucks,
But, like,
yeah.
I don't understand why you'd be so bothered by the circle anyway. I mean, it doesn't bother me at all.
It doesn't feel natural in the sense that like it doesn't look.
Elizabeth
It looks
Sobek.
ironically, it
Alpha
looks too
Prime.
video gamey. Like
Yeah,
every
well,
other
that's what
Crash
people
game.
say about marking the things with yellow paint so you know they're breakable. That's because people missed it on the first time because they're dumb.
But that looks a little more natural. It just looks like you can consider that like moss or just paint.
Gotta bring
You
this
know,
back
as
together.
it is. Like it looks a little more natural in RE4, which is a sucky thing that people are saying like, oh, why is it still here? What the fuck? But I don't know. Having a big old like You are right here. This is where you will land. Like, it's a little odd.
Looks like taking Poseidon triggered a restart of the city's power system.
So I was only kind of wishing that they would allow you to get rid of the circle and not the shadow, because having the shadow is already enough, and it feels very natural, and it looks good.
Moreland and crew
Especially if you were to screenshot it. Not that you would for any reason in particular, but like, if you had to take a screen grab of Crash or Coco like leaping into the air, it would look very, very natural, because all you'd have is just a shadow beneath you. So having a big old yellow ring around it's like, this is where you're going to be. It's really hard to play the game without the shadow, without that entire thing on anyway. It really sucks because you can't line up, you don't know where you're going to land. You have to like literally go by depth perception, which, if y'all remember the Insane reviews, ooh, a lot of those journalists and YouTubers aren't going to be able to do it. I'm surprised you played with it for a few hours. Like I said, it only took me like several seconds before I said, no, I need that thing on. Is this game like Breath of the Wild but better?
Yes.
Sure, I guess. Well, I haven't played to completion any of the Horizon games. I have Zero Dawn, but I only did one stream of it. But I beat Breath of the Wild. I'm still waiting on my brother to fucking play Tears of the Kingdom. I haven't touched it yet. I was stubborn, yes.
Looks like that elevator I found earlier.
If you ever had a kid, would you let your kid watch the demonic world of Cocomelon?
No.
That's not entertainment.
No, I'd have my kid play games like this.
Yeah. Yeah, we'd be getting them into like PS1 and 2 and 4 and 5 games. Instead of Cocomelon, we haven't watched Challenge Showdown.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Haven't watched fucking like the first like 4 or 5 seasons of SpongeBob. Have them watch The Simpsons, of course. I know Fez would be happy to hear that.
It must have powered up.
We have them
Well,
watch.
I don't know about that, but okay.
Is that?
You wouldn't want? Do you not like Simpsons?
No, it's not that I can't. I just don't care. That's all. I don't. I don't care one way or another.
There's another.
Fez, of course. Give the kid a robot dinosaur game, yes.
His dream realized. His old Gramps' legacy ensured.
Those types of RPGs,
Our
she
hero
doesn't like.
beheld the sea of desert lights. And
No, I don't like
his good
JRPGs.
fortune.
I like Western action RPGs.
When I saw the Embers as a child.
Funny enough, I
never
mean, I don't
dreamed
know.
they could be like
I don't think
this.
you're too immersed in those characters in that world, but
Thank you.
with that
boy.
said, you'd probably like
Well,
FF7
Did you
remake.
find what you were looking for?
Probably, just based off that
I
alone.
did.
I like
Because
what?
they
Now I have to move on.
FF7 remake,
Oh.
Final Fantasy, because they streamlined
Maybe.
the combat, so it's
Come
not
back when
turn-based
you
in the
can.
remake. It's
I got
combat
big plans
oriented.
for this place.
Shit, that
I thought you
alone
wanted
makes me
put
kind of
on
want to try
shows
it
with
out.
the Emperors
But
back in the claim.
it's also it's gonna likely ask you for a gigantic fucking like
This is the show.
space to download
Oh,
it.
can you
Download it because it
imagine?
probably has like
Folks from
Hundreds of
all over
gigs.
the land coming to
I mean,
take
I
it
like
all in.
Pokemon. Well, I did like Pokemon. I don't really
Plus
like it so
some-
much anymore, but
Food and a nice place to stay.
oh, what about that good old time to mention
Not to mention.
what was it,
a variety
ZEA or
of
whatever?
venues.
Don't forget, games of
Zah.
chance. Plenty of shards to be had.
Whatever
there
the
for
new one
certain.
is that they just announced.
A new dream.
I don't know.
I think it's new or it's a remake of something. I
Help
don't
you
know what
make
it
it
is.
happen.
Somebody back me up.
Goodbye,
They just
gentlemen.
announced this like a couple days ago.
This delve
It's Pokemon Legends, I think it's
was a
called.
story for the ages. All thanks to you.
Have you guys ever played a Game Boy, like a straight, regular, original Game
Not
Boy?
an original
No.
Game Boy. The first one I had was a Game Boy Color.
If Moreland and crew is gonna stay,
Yeah, first one I had
maybe
was
I should
an
come back
SP.
and check on them later.
I wanted the
No, I
original
need to
Game
get
Boy
Poseidon
Advance,
back
but I
to
never
that.
got it. But
Although
once
the
the new
ruins
one came
here,
out,
I wanna
once
look
SP
around
came out,
before I head back.
I was like, I want
And
the
with
blue
my new
one.
diving mask, I should be able to swim as deep as I want
And I
to.
got it for my 8th birthday.
Once I find a place
That was
with
20
water.
years ago. I hate life.
Wow.
I hate everything. I've had my Game Boy for 20 years. Goddamn. I had a Game Boy with Pokemon Blue, Mario Land 1 and 2. Yeah, for me it was this weird like racing game. I had, oh god, the games on Game Boy that I had. Oh, I love them so much. I have, of course, the Crash games. I only have one Spyro game that I haven't even touched yet. It's Season of Ice. Well, one mainline Spyro. Then I've got, of course, both Crash Purple and Spyro Orange, which I both played. I played both and beat them. I think I beat them both. I want to say I did. I can't remember. One of them I did beat. I think it was Spyro Orange. What else? I had Popeye Rush for Spinach. I had a Larry Boy in like the Big Apple or whatever, or the Apple. What was that Apple villain? I forget her name. I think it was that game. There was it Rotten Apple? I can't remember. There was Larry Boy, Brother Bear, which I think was my grandma's, or she just happened to keep it. I played it again like a couple months ago. I was like, damn, I remember playing this like all the time as a kid. So we had a little Brother Bear side scroller game. There was let's see, what else? Cartoon Network Speedway, which was really fun. I love the
Definitely only if it
main
means we're good here.
theme.
Don't worry. I'm not here to drink your blood or whatever you
I did have
Easterners
Pokemon
think
Sapphire
we
and
do.
Leaf Green, but I
The
never
slaughter at the embassy
beat
wasn't
them.
your fight. Yet
One of
you stood
my
by the Martians. As far as
neighborhood
I'm
friends
concerned, you're no enemy of the
got like
Terrans.
5 or 6 of
But
the badges
you
on
are going to
Sapphire.
need help if you plan on surviving the Clanlands. I hear
And I
and
never
see many
understood,
things as
like,
a scout.
I always
I
got
could share
lost
them with you.
trying to
Aid
navigate
you on
and
your journey.
run around.
I'd be
And I
grateful.
never fully,
Well,
I still
then.
kind of don't
I was
understand
scouting northwest of here, near
those
the
tiny
village of
intricacies of
Saltbite.
Pokemon. Like,
There's
oh,
a
if
place
they
there where
throw
the
out this
ground is
element type,
made
you
of
have to
metal.
throw this one out to
Don't know
counter
what
it. Like,
it
I don't know
means,
the
but it
chart
can't be
for what
good.
counters what in terms
Be
of element.
wary.
Appreciate the warning.
I only evolved maybe a couple Pokemon,
Ground made of
so
metal?
like I was never
Might
good
be
at
a
the game, so I
cauldron.
never really got to like play too much
And where there's a
Pokemon.
cauldron, there's machine overrides.
I gave my Pokemon Blue game away to a friend for free because I didn't get it. Yeah. Colado, how's it going? My first Game Boy game was Pokemon Gold. Nice.
Gold and
Would
silver. Love them.
Would you play Mother 1 for Spyro 4 releasing faster?
No, that would be a horrible idea actually, because I don't want it to be rushed.
Yeah, like this? Oh, you're not waving a hammer around, Aaron. Try a gentler touch.
And my
With
big
Pokemon, I mainly watch the
sausage
anime.
fingers don't
OBD.
really do gentle, okay?
Hello.
Bring it back. Trace the
I
line.
played Black and White on
To your
DS,
right.
but it didn't catch on
Other
me.
right.
Yeah, randomly, my grandma got me for a birthday like Black 2
I
and
just
White 2.
saw
I
it.
don't even own
It's
the
the one
original,
Aloy
so I was
found
like,
up
this is
north.
awkward.
Gotcha.
She got me both of them. I was like, oh.
They call it a concussion
okay.
beat party or
Let's see
something.
what, I
now that's
didn't
music.
even put them in my DS.
Aloy!
Errand, you're all better.
Oh, look, this is your
you're here.
silly man. Or whatever.
Well, the world only goes on. If you can do your
I
thing,
forgot if he was a favorite of yours.
we learn fast enough, we help
Hold
make
on.
that happen.
I know who you're talking about. Hold
You
on.
want all the
I'll
backup
see
you can
in a
get,
minute.
right?
We still
Errand.
have much
I'm
training
seeing
to
them on
do,
the screen
of
at the
course.
moment. I know you're
One does
ahead
not
of me.
become
but
hunter in a day.
or rather, I'm
Looks
behind.
like you've got things under control.
I'm gonna do my hair like
I
his.
should get this to Gaia.
Don't do
Right.
that.
We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
Both
I see
my
glyphs
hair
in
and
my
my
dreams
facial hair.
already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Okay.
I have all 4 Spyro games on GBA. How do you feel about them having a... I'm forgetting the term at the moment. Isometric view. I don't really mind it. It's a good way for them to try to mimic 3D. Well, okay, another Game Boy game I had that also was isometric was Rayman Hoodlum's Revenge. That was pretty fun. I never beat it, but I got relatively
I guess I just better
far-ish,
stand like
I
this
guess,
guy.
into it.
Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
This is gonna take a while to read.
I like to imagine these guys are lounging around and they're watching you like fucking flip and roll around.
Yeah, it's like, hey guys, what's up? Woo!
Next time I see you, you have to roll forward like that towards me.
Hey.
That would hurt.
Hey, man.
Nice place.
It would.
It's
You're right.
not like I built it or anything.
Right. Well, I can see why you,
I'm gonna walk up
why
to
you
you,
had
you'll
your
be
doubts about
sitting
bringing us along.
outside the door, and you have a little
There's a
icon
lot
over
to
your head. I
take
have to go
in.
talk to you.
But don't worry. That's nothing I can't handle.
Right. How are you settling in?
Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land when he's not getting all tongue-tied. I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new Utaru friend.
What about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be back east, ordering them around?
Miharu's
I
also a
sent
big
someone
fan of
back
Mass
to
Effect.
Meridian with a message.
Oh,
I doubt
huge fan.
Avad will mind me sticking around to help the savior of
How does she
Meridian.
roll with those horns on her head? Very carefully.
Very carefully.
I should get going.
I just keep practicing with this.
Yeah, she's been
thing.
roping me into Mass Effect. I beat the second game. That was a lot of fun. I
Wow,
I was
place is
so
starting to come
fucking close
alive.
to beating it first
Yeah,
try,
and
the
Gaia
suicide
placed
mission
all
at
the
the very
data
end
she got
without
from your
a
focus
single
into that
casualty.
archive room.
But then we had
With
one
the
and
focuses
it
you
sucked,
gave
and I was
us,
like,
we'll
fuck!
be able to access it at our
Yeah.
own pace. You know, learn and train. And if you need us, we'll be there to fight at your side.
Got it.
She turns me
Thanks,
invisible. They retract. The horns on the
How's
helmet retract
someone
when she's
handling
coming
their
close
focus?
to the contact with the
And we
ground.
all have our difficult moments. Erend definitely curses the most. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness prevails.
How's everyone doing?
Reverse pickpockets
Just taking it
alive
all in.
grenade induced strategies.
No one snapped their bowstrings yet.
Reverse pickpockets. That's fucking funny. I like that image.
Reversed.
Think you can hold the fort while I'm
She's
gone?
talking to someone and
If
then she
Aaron
just like
stops listening to
into
the
their pocket
same
and then she just
music
rolls away
over
from
and
the blow.
over again, maybe we'll be fine.
Ooh, nice. I play most of the old Ratchet and Clank games. My favorite would have to be Up Your Arsenal.
Nice.
Varl looks happy about his training partner.
A person of
Learning
culture.
is best done together.
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
Oh yes, a person of culture.
I thought about it, but I wouldn't know what to tell them. The chorus
still play Mass
already
Effect.
faced
Oh,
me a
Fez, you
thorn
do.
in the thicket.
If ever you want
They
to
knew
boot up
what
Mass
we did to
Effect, especially if
Fall.
it's 2, let
Even if
Miharu
they
know.
understood, there'd be little they could grasp.
She will
about
gladly help you.
this.
Actually, no.
No.
I mean,
For
it doesn't
now,
matter.
I
If
must
playing
leave the
Legendary
tribe
Edition,
behind.
any of them, I'm on board. 3 is my favorite, but any of them, if you're playing Legendary Edition, it's
So
great.
you've been
Well,
talking to
hold on.
Gaia.
Then why'd you have me skip 1?
Yes.
Because I
He was
didn't
kind
realize the
enough to take
Legendary
me
Edition
through some
version
of
would
the history
actually
of
be
the old
good.
ones,
Oh,
including their demise
Cool.
and
now I gotta
the
go
heroic
backward.
actions of her
Which I don't even know if I could do at
creator,
this point because I
Elizabeth
already started
Silva.
3,
was
so... Fuck.
surprised to see she was you. Past, but
Phone matters
Reborn?
about today? Alright, man. See you later, chicken
not that I
boy.
claim to understand how.
Yeah.
You've been getting to know
Ratchet and Clank
Aaron, I
3.
assume?
Of course. Any friend of
The pun
Varl's
was a little
is
too on the
friend of
nose
mine.
for you guys.
In this case, a very
For us, it
loud
was funny.
friend.
For us, because I'm a stupid American, I didn't realize. Like, it really sounded like up your ass because I used to say, oh, it sounds like up your asshole. Huh. Arsenal,
Oi, 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 oi.
asshole. I didn't realize, though, arse, you know.
So, how does
I
a
never knew as
tribe
a
like
kid,
the Utaru
so
manage to maintain the
It
peace
was way
with
too on the nose for you guys.
warriors like the
So it had to be
Tanakh?
changed.
By holding them off.
Your
When our
asshole.
fields bloomed aplenty, the
Oi, oi.
Tanakh looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided
dolphin
sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay. In the end,
Miharu's favorite
even the
class.
Tanakh saw sense in a truce. The Utaru promised to provide the Tanakh with food from our crops every year. In exchange, the Tanakh would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement. but some veterans still remain in the plains.
It sucks because we have a football team named Arsenal.
Right.
That's funny.
I should probably go.
I shall return to our training then.
Captain Firespitter. Reverse pickpockets. Hello. Been one hell of a couple months for me. What's been going on? Unless it's too personal. But what's been happening? Been busy with stuff? Like, why can't us Brits have the name?
Welcome back, Aloy. When you're ready, please merge Poseidon with me. Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
Yeah, I appreciate the hell out of all you European dudes. It just sucks that it's nighttime for you already. Time zones are a bitch. It's barely noon for me, for us over here.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia
How
frequency.
long were you planning to go, by the way?
Aletheia.
Let's
That's one of the
see.
sub-functions you couldn't
Should
detect
be
before.
in a bit, so
Yes.
not too much
The
longer.
transmission occurred so slowly that
Maybe
at
like-
first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst
Maybe
background
like an hour or
static.
so.
Once I noticed this irregularity,
Okay.
it took some time to collate the complete message.
2016 is this message. What a year. No.
Coordinates.
Oh no, trust
does
me,
it lead?
Fez and our friend Frederick
To a
and I were all having a
mountain to the
conversation about
northwest
our
of
time
this
zones and
facility.
how your guys'
A word
time
of
works
caution,
compared to
Aloy.
ours. So like, see, I'm
It
dumb.
is
I have to
possible
like
this
count on my
transmission is
fingers what that
genuine.
is
It is also possible
for
it is
us.
being broadcast
Which
by
I
someone
mean,
or
because I know
something
you're
else.
likely
You
8
don't
hours
think
ahead.
it's actually Aletheia?
Yeah,
I
it's
am
like
uncertain.
for me, I would call that 8,
What's
16,
SOS?
8, 18 right now.
It is an
PM.
old world
But you guys don't
code,
do AM PM, so
a distress signal.
or
A
at least you
desperate
typically
plea
don't
for
have to
help.
say AM PM since you have the 24-hour thing.
All right. I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included
Because
Aaron and
usually,
Violet
what's up,
as
Musa?
briefing via their
Usually,
focuses.
the two
I
I know
concur
there's
that you
plenty
should
more,
not
but the two
investigate this alone.
European
What if it's a
times
trap?
I know of from
Of course
friends
it could be a trap.
are I'm not
But
gonna
if
know
it
the time
really is
zone
Aletheia, then it's in
names
trouble,
or the
and I
letters.
need to bring
All
it
I
back.
know is
Don't worry. I'll be
Fez is
careful
8 hours
We're
ahead of
coming
me,
with you.
but my friend Frederick is in Sweden, so they're 9 hours ahead.
Go grab your things.
Which, since I go by numbers
We'll
like
wait for you at
that,
the west
it's
exit,
easy to
in
calculate.
case you
Now
need
that
to
I know
upgrade
that,
your
since
gear.
I know that Fez is 8 hours, I can just add 1, and that's, Frederick's time, for example. Health back on track. Okay, I see. Volunteer work and got a personal invitation from my singing teacher. To the showcase. Oh, nice. Awesome.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
Yeah, the military time. Yeah.
Looks like
What do you think
someone's
of the
put
new
some of my stuff
SpongeBob?
in here.
The new SpongeBob what? I think it's a little more specific. Like the new game, the new seasons, the new movie, the Sandy Cheeks movie. Like, I think I need a little more context. I'm just asking if this game is any good. I would say
It's
you'd say
great.
yes.
Thoughtful of them.
It's great. This one and the first one, they're both good.
Hey, Gaia? Why doesn't this door have power?
At my current operating level,
The show. Oh,
I am only
well, first off, I don't have cable.
In time,
What I could do is watch the new seasons on Paramount Plus,
Got it.
but I can't
Gaia?
catch brand new episodes on
What was this
TV
room for?
because I don't have cable.
this was intended
So-
to be a recreational room for control center operatives.
But I'm also perfectly fine with not
Unfortunately, the entertainment
watching the
module
new
was
stuff
lost in the
because
Apollo database.
even if people say, "Oh, it's gotten better" or whatever, like I'm just at the age now where like I don't really have the
Still
time
here.
or the desire to
room.
like sit there and watch SpongeBob again. It would have to, if we do that, we have to make a night out of it, whether it's me with friends or me with my family, because my mom still likes SpongeBob, but she likes the stuff she remembers, which is the old stuff, the first movie, the first like maybe 3 seasons. Like we'd have to plan a time, make something out of it. It would have to be some damn good choices because I've already kind of said my thoughts on modern SpongeBob. Like
So that's where this leads. Gaia?
It doesn't feel the same.
This would have been the sleeping quarters for Control Center operatives.
The humor isn't the same either, so I don't know.
Looks like Aaron's
We
made
should watch
himself...
first, but yeah, like I said, dude, like we'd have to make a whole thing out of it though. But I don't even know if like I really want to. Like I said, it's both time and desire. Like I just don't know if I really want to do that. Like the movies aren't any problem because we can sit down and watch the first one and be like, "This is so good." We could watch the second one and go, "Yeah, it's fine," and then we could watch the last 2 and go, "These are weird."
Oh, did I not? Okay, I guess I didn't get... that's weird. I usually do that first, but I didn't get Katala yet. Damn it. Okay, whatever. I'll just get him afterward.
Oh yeah, your actual boy.
Yeah, that's usually the first thing I do. I'm surprised I didn't do that.
There she is.
The boy.
You ready to head out?
You said it in front of someone who works on the show. Listen, man. I'm not trying to be mean. I was trying to give critical input on my opinion on the feel of the show.
This ought to be good.
It's not like they're going to change everything up in a night because one idiot said something on a stream where the other person who's streaming's friend is a part of that thing. I just find it funny. Well, like I said, you know, at this point, I think you know, like I speak my mind. I'm not super like ignorant. At least I hope I'm not. Maybe to a lot of people I am, but like. I just like voicing opinions and discussing and debating, like, entertainment, specifically. I want to stress that. Specifically, entertainment.
Vermin.
So when it comes to, like, and not, like, the business side of entertainment, specifically, more the creative side.
What is that?
So I'll talk about if animation looks off in a show when it used to look peak back then, or voice work, or, like... the humor isn't as it used to be or whatever. Like that's mainly the stuff I like talking about. Because it comes off the experience of whatever, not so much the sales of such and such were I don't keep up with sales figures and whatever.
Well, that takes the keg.
Because that gets into like a whole bunch of like heated shit with other people that try to use it to be like such and such is bad because it didn't sell well. And it's like, shut up. That's not always the case.
Burrow, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield.
All the more so because she's been a well-known classical singer herself. The fact she's giving me this amount of praise is crazy to me. That's cool.
There are obviously more Zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it.
God forbid Mark and Fez watch Ink Lemonade, as that's more gross than the Splinter episode.
Oh, there's smoke's coming down it. Whatever the rebels did, it took down our shield.
I don't know what's worse, the Splinter episode or Couch Toenail.
I can access her
Both of
last
those were
communication
not
file,
fucking
but
fun to look at all.
I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
Also, why does Squidward have a toenail randomly? One.
But it's gone now.
Yeah.
Just for that joke, and it's disgusting.
I'll wait here.
We should make a podcast where we watch cartoons. I mean, we do that a little bit on the Vid Games podcast. Their episodes. My friend Jason and I did one on Avatar, and then Miharu and Vic and I did one on
Spectre had
KSWB.
instructions to assist
episode.
recovery of the asset.
Yeah, I went back and listened to it again
This asset is.
about a week ago. I still really like it. I wish I knew. I wish I watched more cartoon blocks. Again, I didn't have very many. We mentioned the ones that we watched on that episode. Like I mentioned, at least the ones I know of, like Foxbox, Jetix. And then if you want to get real fucking I doubt a lot of people, except the ones who are about my age in the chat, know this one. But One Saturday Morning.
On Saturday morning.
Yeah. That intro will always stick with me. For some reason, it has, and it was very surprising. And it's even more surprising you could just so easily look it up on YouTube. And like the first time I did that, my lord, I had a fucking Ratatouille moment where I was like, "Oh my god!" I remember small me watching it on TV.
Weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked.
Sergio wants to know if you think Spark 4 could possibly be announced at Summer Game Fest this year. Probably.
Maybe.
If Rumble goes for one more season, then they can like either choose to end Rumble there and focus on Spyro, which would then mean that yes, it would be summer by that point. It'd be like the middle of the year, and they could do an announcement. But I don't know. Cartoon Network, of course. I only know a lot of the Cartoon Network characters, again, through Cartoon Network Speedway on Game Boy. Total Drama. I know of it. I've seen it around. You ever play other Cartoon Network racing games? No. That was the only one. I don't even know why. I guess my mom just bought that for me randomly. I don't remember ever asking for it. Because again, I'm not familiar with the characters. I'm familiar with... Well, to the degree of I've seen their shows extensively. Like, no, I know of Johnny Bravo, Courage, obviously. But I never got to really watch those cartoons. You'd have to get those, like, Cartoon Network, like, volumes on DVD where it had like one episode of Johnny Bravo, one episode of Courage, one episode of like whatever. Yeah. So I have one of those. I have one packed with Halloween episodes, like Halloween specials from each of those shows. Because for Courage, it was like the mole one, where mole or whatever. It's where they turned Muriel into a mole, and it was creepy. And I didn't like it. Well, in the sense that it freaked me out a little bit.
It's when they turned into a mole.
But it's supposed to, so, you know, Courage is supposed to freak you out. Thank God I didn't see the perfect episode, because that shit would have scarred me, probably, as a kid.
Yeah.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? Alright.
I saw that fucking CGI
I
thing.
think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
Mr. Scuffles, hello. Scruffle, sorry. I was a Nick2 Network dude. Nice. Yeah, I am more than
all right, she who sees
familiar
the
with the fact that Courage is one of your
inspirations.
Inspirations. Like your artistic inspirations.
This was a carefully planned attack.
Your style feels a lot like Courage, and you draw them like pretty much on model,
the
like
rebels must have been
exact.
staking out this place for at least a few days.
Oh.
They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up.
He goes, the
Also
things
that
I
they
do
could
for
test that
love.
weapon.
I don't give you my
The
consent.
Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Osram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. I was
lucky enough to grow up in the golden days of Cartoon Network before it eventually turned to shit.
I've known tinkers that do that.
But hey, did any of you guys see the OKKO episode Crossover Nexus?
Well, I guess it's still a work in progress.
I saw a little bit of it. It doesn't really do anything for me.
For something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
Billy and Mandy, Miharu,
is that the self-function thing that you said could be here? Olympia?
I'm not sure. Come on,
I saw that in the Sonic crossover. Yeah, that sounds just that's on brand for you. To only to have watched that show only for all the other Cartoon Network shit, and then for Sonic, yeah, that sounds about right. How fucking random! I am not gonna make this into a Sonic conversation. I just think it's weird that was a crossover. Like, why Sonic? And they even got I was gonna say Jason Griffith. Fuck me.
Something tunnels straight
they were
down into the
gonna
mountain.
they got Roger Craig Smith, and I forget the the actress for Tails, but they got both of them
Whatever
to
it was,
reprise their roles.
must
It's like
have
the
been
fuck.
powerful.
Why? What is this?
That
What?
zenith the rebels killed was looking for
random.
something called
Because the creator's a fan. Okay.
asset. I don't know what it is.
Fine. Fuck
My
it.
guess is
I'm
it's
gonna make a
something-
cartoon and then I'm gonna put Crash in it.
So
I
we
don't
go
know.
down.
Erend, stay
Randomly.
here and stay
I'll
watch.
have
Have
That
we?
Crash
zenith
and Coco
isn't the
there.
only one of its kind.
Sergio asks, have we
I don't
ever
wanna
had
be
a
caught
Game
by
Boy
surprise
Advance
if
as
the
a kid?
others show
His
up.
first Game Boy
Contact
was
us by
the Game Boy
Focus if you
Advance
see anything.
SP. I have an original
Okay.
Game Boy Advance,
Any
the
trouble
one
shows
without
up,
a
I'll call you.
backlight. I have
Let's
a
go.
light like attachment.
That's the one I wanted as a kid too, the original, because my cousin had one. But because of that very fact, which I didn't
There's
know
some kind
back
of
then, but
old
knowing
world
that now,
ruin
I'm
down
actually
here.
glad that I got the SP instead
You
of
said
the
the
original
Zeniths have their
because
own
of the
backup
backlight.
of
I
Gaia,
wouldn't
right?
have. I don't have the
Yeah.
need for an attachment.
From the
which is good.
proving lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
So because my favorite color is blue, of course I have the blue one. But I also wanted the silver one with the tribal designs on it.
Oh, sure you did.
Yeah, because it looks so cool.
Because it looks like Crash Bandicoot.
That was before.
I know.
That was before he had the tattoos.
Yeah, and then you saw Crash and you were just like, he looks like a Game Boy Advance.
Looks like some kind of data center.
Oh my
I might
god.
be able to access the facility systems from that console.
I do remember the ad in the magazines with Mario with the tattoo of the tribal design to market that Game Boy. I thought it was so cool.
Nice.
So we all know
Never seen a
ruby
transmitter
red,
like this before.
cobalt blue,
Looks like it's
and
self-destructed.
platinum for the silver one. For SP colors, who remembers the like second wave where they were all like that like pastel neon color, like the pink
Yeah.
one,
Zenith
the like
research
light blue
lab.
one.
It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently.
Do you like Crash's original design or the
From a
Titan's design?
device
I like
nearby.
all designs except probably for Boom Bang, only because it's so stiff and
exploring
it
another
looks so
far
like
Zenith ruin.
it was obviously inspired
At
by
least
Twin
this one
Sanity,
doesn't
but
seem to
like
have
it just
giant
looks
killer
so
machines.
weird in game. Like the model itself
Or
looks
anything
odd.
you can blow up.
Actually, I like Coco's design.
My favorite is the
In
Crash
Boom Bang.
4 design. He looks so cute.
Crash 4. Yeah, Crash 4 obviously is up there for a lot of people for how expressive they are. I mean, Coco is super cute too, but she's cute in like everything.
She's cool. She's cute.
I like how they have even Toys for Bob themselves have to make you aware every time. They're like, "Did you know Coco is very cute?" I'm like, brother, I've been there from the beginning.
Did you know that she is cute?
She was my first video game crush, so of course I know that.
Aha.
C&K, baby. Twin Sanity and
All
Tag
this
Team, baby. That's
stuff.
peak Coco for me right there.
Wonder
Those
what
three
they were
games.
doing here.
Well,
She
No,
showed
never-
her midriff a little bit.
probably
Okay.
discovering amazing things. For their own benefit.
Down, girl. It's fine. Worry. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. Shh, shh.
That sounds about right.
A little bit. Therefore I go, ooh.
Whoa!
Ooh.
I see midriff and I go ooh, and then they give her a little bit of hip, and I go, like they kind of give her a waist, and I'm like whoa!
Ooh.
Crash after car crash. Yeah, that's one of your favorites. I like when he goes ooh. That shit's funny. The first time you said that, that was just the funniest shit. I was watching that back, the YouTube short. We were playing Wreck the Cortex. You said that shit, and it caught me so off guard. But the fact that I just knew exactly in that moment what you were talking about, so it just made me bust up laughing. Shit was so funny. But that is the most random but very specific thing to call out, and I love it because I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like, why did he do that? Was that in the script, or do you think Jason Blum ad-libbed that shit?
His name is Steve Bloom.
Sorry.
Jason. Where did you get that from?
Did I say Jason?
Yes, you said Jason.
Did I say Maybe I was thinking of Sonic still. Jason Griffith. Did I say Jason?
You said Jason.
Jason. I
Find anything that might
did.
tell
I
us
really?
what the
That
asset
went
is?
over my head
you did.
completely.
I don't think so.
What the fuck? My bad. My bad. I thought I said Steven. Steven Bloom.
Well, no, that's the same. Like, I'm pretty sure that's. Isn't that?
You said Steve.
Well, I know. Well, it's both. Like, it's
Is his name actually? Well,
well, I don't know. But either way, you said Jason. That's what I was getting at.
That's weird. I could have Steve. It was Steven, but Steve was
huge.
in my head.
Yeah.
It didn't even register that I said Jason.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
Everywhere I see his name, it says
somehow
Steve.
Zenith
So
couldn't
I don't
find
know
it.
if it's actually Steven. I was going to
Let's
ask,
look
like,
around.
is that considered two separate names? It's just
So,
one letter off.
I mean, I
How
thought it
is
was just a
Erend
nickname, but maybe it's
taking
not. I
all
don't
of
know.
this?
It
Steve,
could be.
short for Steven.
Well, Gaia,
Oh, wait, no.
Zenith's
It is both
focus.
because on Wikipedia,
It's a lot.
Steven J. Bloom.
But when I
Yeah,
caught
yeah.
up
The
to him
control
in the
console.
dot and said,
Maybe
"Look
the
at
Jason
that."
Access
has
the
Jason.
storage units.
Everything and turned around. Did it tell us if the asset is in
Wait,
one
wait,
of
wait.
them?
Does it? Hold on, hold on.
Let's find out.
Oh, I deserve something if it is.
I would laugh very hard.
Oh, no. Sorry. No. It's J as in J-A-Y. Fuck.
Got it. Okay.
Damn it. That would have been amazing.
That would be very funny.
236
I
containers
wanted
in
to do it
storage.
again. If you ever meet
Please
him
enter the
anywhere, if
container
you're
number
ever
you'd like
able to
to
go to a
retrieve.
convention at any point in time, or if fucking Miharu does and you see him, have you ever met him in person before, or no?
No. If I had, I would have got a Starscream thing signed.
Do that, and then get him on camera going, ooh, as Crush. He did do, somewhere at a panel I saw, he still remembers how to do his version of Crash. And everyone thought that in Nitro Kart, they maybe pitched him up a little bit. Nope, that's his natural voice. That's all him.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
I
like,
got a shout
that's
out.
dope.
Someone got a shout out for me once, and he did that. I forgot which video it was, but I put it in a video once.
Oh, really?
Aloy.
That's awesome. Look, it's me.
It's you.
you. It's her.
Oh,
If
that's
I ever
Skins
met him,
like
I'd say thank
ice.
you for Crush. I'll never forget you and me. It's
Must
the
have
real
cut
you.
this from her head.
Literally, it is the real you.
But why?
Oh yeah, the Pokemon commercial where the bus driver would crush the Pokemon in the bus into a Game Boy. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still
Oh,
need to remove this implant.
thank
To
you,
find shelter with you.
Captain Firespitter. Thank you for saying
If
that.
you're viewing this,
Crash of Towns was really fun for me, especially
need
from
that.
just actually getting the sense of the giant temple of
You
distance
take
and
on
actually being
Arceus, they
close
are
to you.
ruthless, and
No,
they
for
have
real.
Lucia, Artemis, and Apollo now.
There were a lot of moments like that. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling people. I'm really mostly wanting to tell people that are naysayers of Titans and Mind Over Mutant, but in Titans specifically, I'm sure Mind Over Mutant does it as well. But I know for a fact Titans, it really feels like Titans took inspiration from Crash 1 because there's certain things like that where like
She's still
things in the
alive.
distance, the further you get into the game,
We need to
get
get her back
closer, and because of Titans, like.
Oh shit.
Places you're gonna go later, you can see the distance, and then like 2 or 3 episodes later, you're there. It's so good.
Can you hear me through this
I love
thing?
Crash of
What's
Titans
going
so
on,
much.
Erend?
2 of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
If anyone likes Crash of
We're coming up.
Titans and wants
Stay in
to
cover until I get
yep.
there.
give your thoughts.
You got it.
I was trying to find a way to
Get her to
to
cover in that
segue
room.
into a plug
Whatever
for
happens, she stays with
your
us.
upcoming video. One of your upcoming videos.
I'll protect her.
A video that is in the works currently.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone.
Oh, you know what? That'd be good fucking casting. What the hell? I just realized. Someone pointed out Bryan Cranston, if you edit him just right, looks kind of like Tenzin from Korra. And I'm like, you know what? That'd be good fucking that'd be good fucking casting if they do a live action Korra.
Wow, yeah.
That'd be pretty dope.
Sky Killer. Oh man, Sky Killer's really good. Should actually get that.
Yes, for Koru. Ever played Fallout? No. I have never played it.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. 51. 2. Okay, I'll just use.
Here it comes! Ooh, ugly one, aren't you?
Hey, Ferret.
Oh!
Yo!
I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots.
Is that coming from like your speaker or from the
What?
the speaker on your
That
controller?
thing's quick.
Oh, because I was hearing. Yep, that's all your controller. That freaking the vibration.
Machine can't move. I could grapple in for a big hit. Oh! Machine's caught up in the adhesive.
What's good against this? If like, is it like plasma that's good against this? Plasma.
You know, I miss watching the 2003 TMNT show. That was a fun one. That's the one I know the most, for the most part. I didn't watch all of it, but I did catch some episodes here and there.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Because
yeah,
there was,
I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Back to the sewers.
I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Back to the sewers. I remember those. Yeah, that era of TMNT was really fun. We can't forget Turtles Forever. That shit was awesome.
Turtles Forever.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that
So
other Spectre.
cool.
I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
You think the MCU did the multiverse first in such a cool, like, visually pleasing way? No, it was TMNT.
No, it was TMNT.
That shit referenced the '90s movies. Was it the Last Mutation or something like that?
Yeah.
The one with what's your name in it?
Aloy.
Yeah.
Errand.
I always forget her name, but I always remember that there's another turtle there.
Hang tight.
She was a turtle,
I'm
right?
almost there.
Yeah. Just hurry. I think.
She was like the fifth one, I think. There was like a fifth.
She was the girl.
She was the girl.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
They referenced
I gotta
that.
get to Errand.
I think that's the first and so far only time we've ever seen the original comic turtles in animated
Errand,
form.
I'm here.
Watch out. That thing's shooting.
The only thing that sucks about that for those who care for the 80s show, and that's their
I'll
peak,
see what I can do.
Turtles, is that they couldn't get everyone who originally voiced them to reprise the
not
roles.
budging from that spot.
Like, I don't think
might
Rob
be able to
Paulson's in
sneak
that
up on it,
episode.
if I stay out of its line of fire.
And,
It's got some kind of shield up. I need to sneak around behind it. It'll be a tough fight if I take that thing head on. A heavy weapon. I could use it against the Spectre.
I forget who the original
I wonder how much snow
actor for Shredder. It might have been him, but I can't remember. I'm forgetting his name.
Shield's down! It's on the move! Oh! Oh!
James Avery, I think. I mean, I don't remember, dude.
Get clear of the blast.
Probably. Yeah, I think it was him. I can't remember if he reprised his role in Turtles Forever or if it was somebody else.
I heard that cry.
He might have. When all actual bullets were replaced by lasers, couldn't say the word killed, and Stockman got a surprisingly graphic resistance, losing body parts still being a little brain.
Keep them coming.
That shit
Hey, you want me to
fly.
hit you again?
A list of punchlines. Are you asking if we write our own jokes? I try to. I try to think of funnies. I don't. For my videos, depending on what it's for. Like, for example, 1-1, that's more like informative, like entertainment type shows. So like, it's not gonna have a lot of jokes in there.
It's done.
I just want to showcase like cool levels in games. But for something like Game Chat, which is gonna go through a small redesign and kind of structure overhaul, yeah. I have to pick and choose, depending on what I'm saying and describing about the game I'm talking about, or characters, or whatever the case may be, then I'll try to write jokes around that.
Double.
Long story.
And try to keep them kind of
It'll have to
fast-paced.
She
I don't
needs a
do
healer.
them ahead of time, though,
We
if
need
that's
to
what
get
you're
her back
asking.
to the base immediately. Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon.
I don't write my own jokes. I steal jokes from other people.
Okay.
If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so
Rabbit,
invincible
no.
after
Come back
all.
here, Rabbit.
Don't kill Bunny.
Got him.
Okay. That was like immediate. What sound do bunnies make? Do they go? I would hope so. That'd be funny.
Oh.
They go, what?
What? The sound I make when I get shot with an arrow. What?
No.
How often do you find yourself getting shot with an arrow?
All the time.
Oh my god.
Every day.
They go, watch your dick!
It's better than nothing.
They munch on carrots because that's what rabbits do. In the
I need
wild.
to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone,
Don't
too.
you know a bunny's only
Bro,
role is to eat carrots and hide eggs?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
So the old ones painted their faces.
Has anyone ever called Bianca the Easter Bunny because she hides the eggs?
Yes.
Hey,
Did you ever call her that?
Glad you made
Did
it
you ever
back
go?
okay.
Did you ever go as a small child? I'm seeing some similarities here to the
Panicked
Easter
after
Bunny.
waking up and
No, I
stumbled down
never
here.
saw. I never.
I thought it'd best to
saw
wait for
those
you.
similarities when I was a kid.
I'll
No.
talk to her.
Don't worry, me neither.
Hello?
Oh,
It's,
yeah,
it's Beta,
that fucking
right?
clip.
My name's Aloy.
It's the cutest fucking
What's
thing I've
wrong?
ever seen.
Is it your injury? Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
Have you seen that clip?
Don't understand.
No.
Sudden removal
It's
of the neurologically integrated device.
It's this streamer girl. I don't know who her. I don't know who
Especially
she
the
is.
cerebellum goes into a
But
kind
she
of
was really emotional. She's playing Last of Us
sensory
1,
freefall.
and she was really emotional
Everything real
over
feels
something that was probably a death or something that happened
unreal.
prior, and she was already kind of
Distant.
crying, and she was
Is
just getting
there
over it.
anything that can help?
And then
Do you have a
that
focus
cutscene
as well?
ends, and the next one opens on a little bunny
it's
hopping
primitive,
through the
but I can
snow.
make it work.
And she goes, "That's the cutest fucking thing I've
Yeah.
ever seen." And Ellie shoots an arrow, so it's still on the bunny. You just hear, and it just catches the bunny, and she just she freaks out. It's really, she can only muster this like squeaky like. And it's so fucking funny.
Aloy,
I have to find that
I
clip.
suppose you want information about you and the Zeniths? Yeah.
It's a good.
Why are they
perfectly cut
here?
moment.
What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago? That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed. So
Yeah,
far,
here it
Zenith
is.
established a colony world after all. Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable. Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves? Not their descendants. What? Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
didn't
put the
know?
link in the chat.
How can they still be
If
alive?
no one's
They don't
seen this
even
clip,
look...
or if any of you out there haven't seen
What
it,
do they do to themselves? I believe it's a
shit's
combination of
hilarious. Go
pharmaceutical,
nuts.
cellular treatments, and technological implants. And you? Does that mean that you're... I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface. All so that I could serve my function.
Classic
Access
clip.
and control of the terraforming system.
What The Last of Us is known for.
What
Nothing
did the
else,
Zeniths
just
want with
that
it?
clip.
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't
Star
think the
3 is the
Zeniths
perfect
want that at
Easter
all.
game. Technically, it is.
I think
I'd
they
say
want to
so.
wipe Earth clean
It's a
and
nice
start
spring
over.
game. And not just because you start in Sunrise Spring.
So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them? They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to
Real
set up a
classic
base.
scene.
The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says. Eric, he's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab. He enjoys hurting people. Yeah, I know. All right, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or... So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaia's fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths? How did you know? Optimal strategy, so? Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb
TBH.
Hephaestus. What? You don't have Hephaestus already? Guy is still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location. Of course not. You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me.
Feeling warmed up.
They're gonna find this place
Bob.
and take me back. This was all for nothing. They're not going to find us. Guy is using Minerva to mask our location. What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything, everyone, are gonna die. Hey,
You're intense to listen to this
calm
conversation.
down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help? I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack.
We are two sides of the same
Geoengineering, of
coin.
course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay.
I'd like to talk to myself.
See if you can do something with that. Talk to God.
What was her original name? Was it like Elizabeth
check on
something
you
or other?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Yes, Elizabeth.
How'd it go?
Her injuries
There's
not
three
that bad.
versions. The chick who
I think she
died, this
regrets
one, and then
coming here.
Aloy.
Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back
How
later
many
and talk
clones
to
there
her.
could be?
See if I can learn anything.
If you're a clone of Aloy, would you fuck with her?
Is it a
I
clone
should
or a
get the
carbon
weapon
copy?
fragment to Gaia.
If you saw yourself,
If you saw yourself.
literally. I'm glad you liked that whole thing. That wasn't because I even said it. I had to like lampshade it. Like it was not me trying to set up a very like only plays like Tiny
I know.
Hitler thing. Like it wasn't. I was just like
But it just turned into that because,
It turned
because
into
of Vic's nonchalant responses.
Welcome back.
because he was trying to put logic to a non-logical
Aloy.
conversation, which was the point. It
I
was
see
supposed
we
to be
have a new
abstract,
guest.
and he was trying to put logic to it. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong
So
with you?
now we know the origin
That's not what
of
you
the
say in this
transmission.
situation. Yeah, but realistically,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about
I
realistic.
also
you
recovered this.
fucking. You
The weapon
fucking
it was
tweaker.
part of somehow
What are you talking
stripped
about?
Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned. and blew. If we can
I
recreate
had
the
to rewatch
weapon
that
and
rabbit
improve
too
it,
again.
maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment. I will scan it.
Are you excited to watch Dune Part 2? I don't even think.
I
Have you ever watched
never-
any Dune?
No, I've never watched Dune.
By combining the results with
don't think we
data
have
from
the-
focus,
Yeah,
I can
desire to
infer
watch
that.
that.
The weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology.
I'm ready for Kung Fu
Not
Panda
how it
4.
worked.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
I saw Shen and I was like,
all
oh, I gotta tell Aaron!
The moment the weapon
Let's go!
malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data.
I'm not sure if
within
they
its
showed any
core.
clips of him
Ostensibly,
prior, of
this was
Chameleon
to
turning him in
prevent the
prior,
weapon's
but
secrets from falling
I saw it
into
there and I was
enemy
like,
hands.
oh shit.
Whoever designed this weapon knew how to
Well,
cover
I mean,
their
it's like.
tracks.
Silence.
Based
She's
on
supposed to turn to
based
every
on him.
one of his
Yeah,
previous.
it's like
His
her,
micro
you know,
version as well.
it's like the Shen transformation.
He's not gonna cooperate with us.
Yeah.
Well, sure,
Well,
but just the fact that
It was worth a shot.
to some degree he's going to be there
That's
because
not
it's the
all.
same voice and
The
everything.
Zeniths got Aletheia,
Yeah.
along
I'm like,
with
shit,
Artemis
that's
and
cool.
Apollo.
You get, my
That is
point being, even if
unfortunate.
it's not actually Shen, you at
However,
least get to see
our
more of the
original
character in
plan
some
remains
capacity.
unchanged.
Yeah.
The two remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density.
Who's that Rhino
enough
guy, by
to
the way?
absorb
Was he from like
Hephaestus.
one of the spin-off shit?
Right. One problem at a time.
Rhino guy.
They were showing all the
I
other
guess
transformations. They
better
showed
get
like
back out there.
Tylon, Kai, and then like this Rhino dude.
I
and I think
remember
I
a
have to
Rhino
assume,
character. I mean,
but a villain.
but I
Thanks, guy.
I don't know if he was a
So I
villain.
guess we won't be making use of Silence weapon.
I was like, if so, that has to be from like Legends of
Another
Awesomeness or
clone
like that
here with us.
Netflix or that
Can't let it
that
distract
like
me.
spin-off movie thing that I think is tied
I
into
still
the
have two
show,
more subfunctions to get.
Pam Whoopata.
but I can't remember, and I've never seen that dude before, so I didn't know where that. I don't know if it was a spin-off and it was non-canon, or if it actually sits somewhere like on the timeline of like the mainline
I just
movies.
saw a Rhino character, but I don't think he was a villain. That's all.
Well, because they show. Well, okay. I mean, I was gonna say because it shows her transforming into him and then the other villains, but that could also be her turning into an ally to trick him, maybe.
Yeah.
But he looked evil. He had she as him had a villainous stare into the camera.
Maybe she just always has a villainous stare.
Okay. That's true. She's a villain after all. Did you know that villains are bad? Villains are villainous?
Did you know that villains are suckish?
I recommend seeing it in 3D. I don't really do the extra bells and whistles anymore.
She's with us.
I
Dude,
don't really
let her
see
pass.
things in theaters anymore,
Outlander,
honestly. I mean, very rarely.
Chief
I do.
Akaro and Marshal Katalo await you within.
Yeah, the last thing, unless you saw something else, but the last thing, we went to go see Haunted Mansion together, and that was fun.
Yeah, I mean, I saw. Let's see. After that, I saw Wish, and then I saw Wonka.
Oh, okay.
Those are the other things I saw in theaters.
Okay.
The cool route should be starting soon. Once it's done,
I think
I'll be
going
able
with
to
you
access
was
the
the
chamber
last
below
thing I saw in
Hikaru's throne.
theaters. I can't recall
And ether.
seeing anything else after that. But this will be the first one since. The first one this year for sure. Yeah, no, dude. When you say 3D, I'm still thinking those like red and blue glasses. So
Yeah.
the only time I ever used real D 3D, funny enough, and no one's gonna.
The chief awaits
No
you
one,
in the
I
arena.
guarantee none of you
Past
in the
the
chat
throne.
are gonna know this, just because it was like such a limited experience. But the first and only time I've seen a more modern like 3D movie was Tekken Blood Vengeance, because that ran in theaters for like a few months.
Wow.
I still have those real D
This
glasses
must
as
lead
well.
to the arena.
But that was the first and so far only 3D movie with like the more modern tech that I've
another
went
part
to
of the
go see,
ruins.
and that was back like I want to
Turned
say 10
into a
years ago.
fighting ring.
Look at them all. They know how.
Regardless of try all she likes.
So I'm still thinking like red and blue 3D
This
glasses.
could be useful.
Yeah, I don't see movies in 3D anymore or in IMAX or anything like that. Like, it's just extra money that I don't need to spend. I go for my theater. We have $5
Aloy.
Tuesdays. Every movie only costs
It
$5.
seems you've had to move mountains. to
So
bring
unless it's a
Skyclad
day
to
one on a
heel.
different day, that's when I'm going.
Katalo helped.
Yes.
Because the other
Chakotay
day one
reprimanded for
movies
all the
we
clan
saw
to
I think I want to say we saw Multiverse of Madness.
But now
I
the
think we
cool
did
route is at
in
hand.
theaters. I believe it
Some
was
have
in
come
theaters.
to
See, and they have to
compete,
remember COVID, so I
others
can't
to
remember
bear
what was
witness.
and wasn't in theaters.
They know
Um,
Regala will come for me.
I'll do whatever
Let's
it
see.
takes. to
Remember
hold
what
up
the
my end,
last
as
movie
long
you
as
saw
remember
in theaters
yours.
before COVID hit?
So what's the plan?
Katalo.
Ooh, that's a good question.
There are only two viable ways to attack the arena.
Mine was
Probably,
Through the throne
I think
we just
Endgame.
passed, and by the trail
Nice.
on the north
That
end.
sounds on brand for you.
We
I
set
think
up
mine was
barricades at
Endgame
both.
with
If
Wes.
Regala means to assault the
Because that was
core of the
2019, so.
machines, she will have
Oh,
to
there's your boy,
attack
by the way.
trail.
Yeah.
You will join our defenders there,
Otalo. He says, "What are you
Hold the
doing?
line.
Do you want to get caught?"
and I'll have my
That is what he did.
free of my service.
What are you doing? I was like, whoa, why are you
Make
yelling at
whatever
me?
preparations you must.
Get the phone back!
Once the
Get
cool
back!
route begins, you must
Get down!
see it through.
What the f are you doing?
Maybe go
What
in a bit. All right,
exactly is
Sparks.
the cool
Yeah,
route?
I think she's gonna end off in a
Where
little bit
once
anyway.
the clans fought each other, now we
Yeah, I'll
fight
just
as
do this
one
and then
against
I'll
the
end up.
machines.
March 8th
That is
again
my
is
law
on
made manifest
a
in the
Friday.
Each clan
I'll
must
probably
send
just go see it that
contestants whenever
Tuesday
I call
if
for
I have.
ritual.
Yeah, I'll have the
These
cash on me.
challengers face trial by combat.
Plus, the
against
way
machines
theater
in
stuff
this
works now,
arena.
even after COVID,
Those
like
who distinguish
it's
themselves
so
become
weird
marshals
now
who
because
bind the tribe together
I think that
as
was also
boosters.
Endgame. Must have also been the last time we went to the box office to get our tickets and choose our seats.
Let's get this over with.
Because now I
Good.
just use Fandango.
You'll find Deca at the north
I get that
barricade
shit ahead of
with the
time,
rest of our
and then
defenders.
you get the seats reserved
Strike
ahead of time as
true as
well.
the
So you just
10.
have to simply
I'll
walk
see
in
you
and then
when
go
this
scan the
is
QR
done.
code. It's a lot different. It's so weird, but like I'm starting to slowly get into the groove of how it works nowadays. Because I remember when it was me, my mom, my brother, my grandma. My brother and I were little, and we would just fucking all go to the theater, and my mom would take care of all the tickets and everything, and we'd talk to the little person behind the desk, and they'd rip the tickets, and we'd just go.
Honor and
But it ain't quite that easy anymore.
A battle's coming. Beep.
You can sit wherever you wanted.
You can
Nope,
feel it in
now
the
you gotta
air.
choose your seat.
This will be
Title
a heavy
Marshal.
day.
must be earned
I
with
can feel
courage.
which sometimes
Skill
makes it
will
harder to
determine
get the
who
seat that
becomes
I
a
want,
marshal.
which is directly in the middle.
It will take
The
more than
desert
courage
contestants
to
look more
prevail today.
flamboyant than skilled.
Did you
The
see
marshals
not let
shall
Regalla's
stand
silver
again.
plate any longer?
The only times I've seen yep, exactly. The only movies I've seen in 3D were
Blade be
Spy
bright
Kids
and
3 and Sharp Boy and Lava Girl. Me too.
Walk with strength.
Yeah.
I have all those.
Champion. What an honor.
That shit was wild in theaters. I remember that. That was so cool. We had to go to the desk. We had to go get our tickets to the box office, walk inside, go to the desk, and then they would give us our glasses. We had to show them the ticket of what we were watching. They'd give us the glasses, and then we'd go sit. That was so cool.
And look, we are not alone in this fight.
I have to assume it probably does, but does that old 3D effect work on like modern like TVs and monitors and shit? Because I wonder, like, if we can find a 3D version of Spy Kids or Shark Boy, you and I should watch that if you have a pair of 3D glasses lying around.
I thought I did, but I don't know where they are now, so I...
Focus on the machines.
Do you not have... Wait, did your Slide 3 not come with 3D glasses?
And Regalla's forces become
maybe
no
that's
different
the
from
thing.
our
I'm
own.
pretty sure,
Yes,
like,
Chaplain.
that was the pair
Watch
that I
each
had
other's
lying
backs.
around, but I lost.
Dismissed.
Well, next time I go over, I'll have to give you a pair. Because I've got the Shark Boy ones, I have the
soldiers
Slide
are ready.
ones.
They will defend the cool route from below.
Yeah, we have a few lying around somewhere.
But from above.
Not bad.
Prince video game.
Where did you get it?
What a prince.
One of our squads ripped it off a fallen machine.
Are you looking forward to coming back to
The
Last of Us?
honor
Absolutely
is
not.
yours.
I'm starting to get a little
Regalla may
bit
have
tired
her
of hearing about
tricks.
nothing but Last of Us on Naughty
You
Dog's end. I
will
just want to see them
show
do
her our
something new. I never watched the HBO show. Don't really care for it. I don't like the casting really. I don't think anyone looks like anybody from the games. I just don't care. I've seen enough of the cutscenes of the story of the first game to where I'm like, dude, I've had my fill. Like, I'm good. I don't wish to see another retelling of this ever again.
The cool route is upon us! Our struggle demands new
I never saw
blood,
The Force Awakens in theaters.
new leaders!
Like I said, the only three movies I can ever remember seeing in 3D were Spy Kids, just like Colado. I've only ever seen Spy Kids, Shark Boy, and Lava Girl. With the blue and red glasses, and then with the real D3D, I saw Tekken, Blood Vengeance. Those are the only movies in theaters I've seen.
I've seen a lot of movies in
All who take down a machine shall be named Marshal.
I saw the Polar
Remember
Express
the
in
10.
IMAX 3D. It was fucking
Strike
amazing.
from the air as they did, and seize your glory.
What's the what like I know the IMAX screen is like a lot bigger and it's like wider, but like, does that really add to the immersion? Does
It
that add
really
to the
does
experience?
because it's so big.
But is it clear though?
It's like it's big, it's clear, like the sound is good. It's really loud.
Are there like dynamic sounds and shit, or like different like distant sounds or whatever come from like different like speakers or something?
I mean, I don't know necessarily. I don't know all the details, but like IMAX is just kind of like it's just a good theater experience. Just like really big. IMAX 3D. Here they come! But you gotta have a movie where like the 3D actually works.
Hold them back! Defend the cool
Like, you
route!
can't just see anything in 3D because it might not just like it's just like.
I mean that's why. Funny enough, I mean that's why I don't care to see anything in 3D ever again, because it's like Tekken by default was in 3D, so we had no choice. But but with Spy Kids and Shark Boy, I mean this might be the only time I'll ever say something to this degree. Because usually when something is a gimmick in a movie or a game, depending on just what that is, I might not be a fan. I like 3D when it's a gimmick. When like it is so painfully obvious that this movie is going to be in 3D, so when they tell you put your glasses on, like I like that shit. Because then it's like you're entering.
And
for
oh my
Spy
god,
Kids,
that reminds me of a freaking. Oh my god, it was a game I had. What was it? 3D Dinosaur Adventure or whatever.
what the heck?
It was like, put on your 3D glasses. It was like
Hey, you don't see
really-
many. You don't see many games doing 3D specifically as a gimmick. I know Heart of Darkness, I think, had it. But that's, And the Sly Cooper glasses were for something that came in like the booklet, or there was a little thing that had 3D on it, so it wasn't in the game as far as I'm aware.
Take them out!
But, I mean... Yeah, when they just make any old movie... When it's done in a way that doesn't feel like a fun gimmick, like it's still a gimmick, but like... When they just make shit bounce into the screen, and it's not advertised as a 3D movie, but that's your prompt, it's them pushing you to see it in 3D, that I don't like. But when the movie's like, it's a fucking 3D movie! Even the characters in the movie are wearing glasses. That means you're gonna put yours on, like, yeah, then yes, I'm all for it.
What is that?
Because it's like you're joining them, and that was the exact experience they kind of wanted. So it's cheesy as fuck, I'm aware, but hey, I like cheesy
That was
stuff,
like,
so.
yeah, that was literally.
I love that shit.
Hold the defenses! Go!
Like you say, you can't just see it. You can't just see any movie in 3D. You have to know, like. So how would you know though? Like, why? You know, it would have to be like a really like a visual marvel, I guess. And even then, like, do you really need the experience to be immersed? Because like, I've seen enough of the first James Cameron Avatar to be like, all right, I like the world. I don't need to see it in like. I don't need them like. Hopping out at me, right? But I get it, I guess, for the depth of it, but like, I just like the world already. I don't need to see the depth to be immersed. So I never saw Avatar in like 3D or whatever. I don't even think I saw Avatar in theaters.
I haven't even seen this.
I mean, neither.
My dad saw him, so.
I heard some okay things about it. A functional gimmick, you could say. Yeah, I guess so. Do you wish for Crash to have a video game adaptation like Uncharted? No. No. Because no one's gonna be able to do it right. I wanted to do my own little fan film a long time ago, but that never panned out.
Let's talk about that.
Do we need to? That's fine. You don't have to.
No. Oh, you could talk about that for my video.
Get to the weapon! If I can draw that thing
It
close,
wasn't
open
during
fire!
the Titans era, though.
Oh, no. It's okay, though. We'll still talk about it.
It's gonna be very out of place because it's gonna be about because it was based off the original trilogy.
Hopefully the Tanakh will find
Sure,
Plus
but
it was-
like,
ballista.
I mean, you
Aaron,
can talk
Aaron.
about it when I talk about fan films in general. You could just say.
Maybe I just don't see a reason to because A, it came years after Titans and Might of Mutant were relevant, and then B, it wasn't about Titans. if you made a Crash fan film video, I would definitely be on that.
I'm in position! Let's bring this thing down!
I think I've unlisted all those videos or straight up deleted them off my channel because they're not relevant anymore, but I wanted to have it on like Kickstarter and I wanted to like do all this stuff. And I had a concept artist. At first the project started as volunteer work, so it wasn't paid. But I did have a couple people who were interested in it. So I did have like 1 or 2 concept artists that were helping to get some basic stuff done before we got like a more professional look in there. Because that would have been somebody that people would have had to have paid. But
Lining up the shot!
2 of my friends and I were writing the script.
Taking the
We went
shot!
through like a couple different drafts. It was the narrative structure was based around Crash 1, but we introduced elements from 2 and 3, like Uka's there, Engine's there.
Gotta reload!
The betrayal of, Cortex betraying Brio was there, so he teams up with Crash, that's Crash 2.
What? Like, I had an idea for. Because you just had an idea for fan film. I had an idea for an entire cartoon series.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But I didn't know how that would work. So
Regala went after Hikaru and Katalo. I gotta get
Watch Wreck-It Ralph. Oh, nice. Yeah, I remember watching Wreck-It Ralph in theaters, specifically because, again, how I was saying, you have to get those seats real quick. Even before you had to choose your seats, you had to get there real quick or else all the good seats would be gone. And everyone wanted to see Wreck-It Ralph back in the day, so we were stuck. It was one of those very few times we were stuck having to... It was one of those very few times we were stuck having to sit in the front of the theater. So we were looking like up at the screen. However, I thought it was really cool because by the time we got to the hero's duty part, I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. I was like, holy shit. The one other time I remember we got stuck sitting in the front of a movie in the theater was Alvin and the Chipmunks, the first one. And I remember after the previews were done and the movie was starting, we could hear the beginning of it, but we couldn't see the film. So my mom had me go rush out to the front to go tell them, hey, movie and like number whatever isn't playing. Like, we can't see it, we can only hear it, we can't see it. And some other random older man got up at the same time, so the both of us went together to go and tell them. It was funny. Hey Raven, what's up? Doctor Strange was my first time watching the movie 3D. Nice. Hey, that's actually a pretty good one. See, like that one was kind of meant to be seen in 3D because it's visually like insane.
This isn't finished. I'll be back with everything I have. And all who stand with Akaro will be run red.
Maybe in another like 90 years, not anytime soon.
At attention. You fought well.
Although I never did anything fan-related for Crash and Spyro, it did inspire me to become a writer and making great character designs and creative designs.
Your first order is to secure the arena from any remaining rebels. Go.
Yeah, I'm really glad that Crash and Spyro brought out a lot of like creative aspects and a lot of people.
I failed.
You know, myself included.
I should have finished Regala.
Miharu.
But now she'll be back with more machines. Stronger than ever.
I'll do what I can to help.
No, you've done enough. Far more than our bargain called for. When we first met, you spoke of your true mission on which all depends. I wasn't certain if I believed you then. But I believe in you now. So leave me.
Helldivers is making people aware of Starship Troopers and others. So what is Helldivers? I've been seeing that like around a lot. I don't even know what it is.
What you need is there. Your deeds today.
Like I know it's a co-op game.
Will be remembered like
but
those of
other
the
than
10.
that, I have no idea what you do in it.
This is it. Ether's below. What was this place? There. That console. Come on, Ether. Time to go home. Yes. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Ether's subordinate function to original code.
Oh boy. Got it. Now to get this back to Gaia.
Liquid Ferret. What's up, Ferret? Once I get to the 36-month milestone, my badge will turn black. Only 6 months to go.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
And you'll get the Dark Haru badge.
Dark Haru.
The Invertaharu.
The visions in the grove have changed. The words of the 10.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have to
clear
have
us.
we have to have an evil
Here.
Miharu. Can
This
we
must
can
be
we
the
design
vision
that?
that Chief Hikaru saw years ago.
Can we, why not?
All of the visions are changed.
I
And
know
this
what you're
one
thinking.
just...
No.
You just wanted to appeal to your goth standards.
No. Goth standards. The Demeter.
As a soldier of JTF 10.
Oh, I guess I have to talk to her. Okay.
Please, Aloy.
Yeah.
Come here.
Come back, please. No, don't leave me hanging.
The visions throughout the grove are different now. And this one, it just appeared. Is this your doing?
Visions have changed.
I'm gonna do my hair like hers.
What?
That's the one that inspired Chief Hikaru.
How would you feel?
More testimony of the old
I wonder
ones.
how you did that.
Wonder if it's real or not.
Hear now the words that reunited a people. Following the tragic events of the war, Anne Faraday, the chief architect of the reconciliation effort, addressed a nation in need of hope.
If we look into the future, the lens of the recent past, our fears loom. Wars waged against machines.
Look, it's people from the olden days.
Scarcity of food and water.
The days of yore.
Storms that drive us from our homes. But true courage means facing those fears with conviction instead of cynicism.
What the
Leading the
hell?
peacekeeping effort with these brave men and women, these marshals of the new Southwest, has strengthened my conviction that when we are united, we can overcome any threat.
How come there are so many layoffs happening in the games industry?
In that conviction, as we strive
So this was
for
just
a
reported.
nation
EA is laying off 670 workers. They're moving away from the development of licensed IP to focus on their owned IP and their sports franchises. So you're not going to see... Oh, you know what I just thought of? Oh no. I hope this is not the end of the EA... was what are they called? I was saying shorts. The EA like specials, or what were they called?
No.
Like It Takes Two, what they call those games?
Yeah.
Originals, EA Originals.
Reporting
Oh,
for
I'm
duty,
hoping that's not the
Commander.
end of EA Originals, because that was one of the only things I ever cared about from EA.
Coming with
is
you.
the fact of like.
Hikaru needs you.
Plus, if you
Because
were
of
just
you, he
yeah,
has new
if you were an
marshals.
indie developer
And a rallying
you had
cry.
enough, you know,
The clans cannot
like a well-sized
ignore.
team and a well-sized structure and a good game,
So
you could
I
partner
will
with
stand
EA to
with
go
you
through that Originals
on
program.
your mission.
But if all this is happening, I have no idea if that's even a thing anymore at this point.
Whatever is left of my life. It is
But
what I choose.
maybe they could.
How can I say no to
still-
that?
Owned
Well,
IP. I mean, do
there's
they
someone who
own It
wants to
Takes
join
Two
us.
because of Hazelight? I don't know.
I need you to meet him in the foothills and guide him the rest of the way.
Yeah, does this affect EA Originals?
On it.
Because I don't care about the other shit they puts out.
Go to the mountains.
Ironically enough.
West of Plainsong.
But some
A
of their,
friend of
a
mine
lot of their
will be
originals are
joining
actually really cool. Because it's not,
I'll
because they're
join you
published by
when I can.
them, but it's not them.
A friend of yours.
So I guess you could say I like
Should
them
be
as a
interesting.
publisher, but not as a developer. That's sucky though.
Aren't you supposed to be on guard?
All right. I need to get Ether back to Gaia. Seems like capturing it did something to the other holograms, too. Might be worth checking out.
Steel shall mix today. How did the 10 fly on their metal wings? Did they tame machines like the rebels do?
I missed it. I was stuck on guard duty.
That's rough. That
your
fight
blade
was a
keeps right.
sight to
Aloy.
behold.
Wait, you were there?
See that? Oh yeah, my whole squad went.
Block the strength.
What? You're a spectator? That's how good of a fight.
Let's go back to base.
Do you think there'll be a Last of Us 3? Yeah. I've already been saying it, and Neil Druckmann was already alluding to it. He said there's potential for a story, for like a continuation of the story, which is them probably saying like, yeah, we're doing a 3. I've already said it before, like all I'm seeing from them is Last of Us, so all it's really going to come down to is we already
I
have
thought I felt the snow chill.
Last of Us Part 2. They already have it, it's going to be remastered or whatever for PS5. They already have the remastered Last of Us Part 1 on PS5, so they're going to do Last of Us Part 3 on PS5, and then they're going to sell them all as like the definitive trilogy pack. I already guarantee it. They're gonna sell all 3 of them as the definitive trilogy. I already know it.
Yeah.
Like I'm calling it now.
Once it happens, you're gonna be like, oh, okay.
Really, I'm just gonna be like, I fucking told y'all.
You're gonna be like, ah, there we go. Okay.
I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know what they're gonna do beyond all that because they canceled the multiplayer game. But like, I'm just tired of Naughty Dog of only seeing Last of Us from Naughty Dog. Like, I really want them to do more than one franchise. They literally just have
Looks
one
like some of the
franchise right now.
holograms are
They
working
have,
now.
I think, no desire. I think they said they have no desire to return to Uncharted. They're just how far they are with what they're doing and their style. They are not going to go back to Jack anytime soon.
It's good to see you.
Obviously, they don't own Crash, so I mean, there's just nothing else they have.
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions.
Yeah, so because they obviously don't own Crash, they're not going to go back to like
vision.
They're never going to try to remake. There's no reason for them to like remake
and explain
anything before Crash that Jason and Andy did
surrounding the other you. They gave me this focus.
The only thing I can see even remotely happening,
I don't pretend,
but it's not ever going to, is Way of the Warrior.
But
it's a fighting game, so I mean, I don't think they're going to
and when to fight.
Put all their resources in the
Welcome to the
AAA
team, then.
production to that. That'd be cool.
What do you
I'd like
think
to
of
see
our
that.
squad?
But I want to see
eager to
primarily
fight.
like new shit from them. I want them to make a new
It is
IP.
strange to
Everyone
see
keeps telling me they are going to have a new IP. They are in
Farmers
talks.
don't
That
make
there are
for
teases. Like,
effective
okay,
soldiers.
well, stop teasing
Sure
it and
seemed
fucking
pretty
do it.
effective when she took out the machines
Because
that were
all
guarding
I've seen
his
from them
base.
for the last like 10, even longer years, is just Last of Us.
I'm
And it's starting to get a
mistaken.
little annoying. Because remember, they had so many
you had a
like
chance to
different
speak
games
with
under their
Varl?
belt, and they had so many different
Briefly.
like
He fought
stories,
well against
and now
Regal's
we're just
troops at
getting
Barren Light.
different
Varl nor I
retellings
skilled
and
as the two of
remastered
you.
interpretations of
I'm not
the same
exactly
two
one of
stories,
them.
and it's like, why?
But
Why?
anyway, the Nora can hold their own. They managed to push
What's
the
the
Kharja
reason?
from their
What's the
lands.
point?
I thought my tribe
That's the
was the
reason.
only one to have done that. Impressive.
Does it still hurt?
It comes
Ubisoft
and
making
goes.
the very first
I try not to think about it,
quadruple A game.
but its absence is always
I don't know
present
why that's
for
a
me.
thing.
It's difficult
It
to
didn't go how they
explain.
wanted it to go.
I can't claim to understand.
I remember
I'll
Fez and I
leave
had a
the
conversation about that.
Then you
That's
have my
that's just so
thanks.
weird. Quadruple A. Doesn't even sound real.
I should get going.
Back to my training then.
This could affect future Star Wars games. I mean, it's going to. Like I said, like I just read, there's gonna end up straying away from licensed IP. Not that I care, because I don't really play many Star Wars games. The only Star Wars game I ever played, I think, nearly to completion was the very first Lego
Hey,
Star
look
Wars.
who's
That was
back.
it.
You find what you're looking for?
I had a Star Wars
That's
fighting
it.
game on PS1.
One step closer to taking
It had a
the
weird
fight to the
name, so I don't
Zeniths.
remember it too well.
Can't wait.
And then
Did you
we
speak with
owned
Beta
the
at all?
first
She didn't really
Force
wake up till we
Unleashed,
brought her
but
here.
we didn't get very far
And when
into
she
it.
did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
I made a new friend while I was getting ether.
Yeah, I've seen him. Catalo's a broody fella. You do know the cards just say these
Yeah, I'm
Tanakh
surprised,
drink people's blood?
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah.
post-hiatus Crash
Well,
was even
I
able
guess
to
if you
reference
trust him,
Uncharted.
so do I.
But that was when Crash and Spyro were still
How are things going
leaning
around
more
here?
towards the Sony
Hey, you
side.
tell me. Varl's
So
new
now that they're not,
girlfriend tried
I
to
don't
kill
even.
me
First off, I
earlier.
don't want them to ever.
What did you
Why would
do?
Crash ever reference
I made one
Last of
joke
Us? But also, I
about how
wouldn't really
they,
want.
you
I don't
know,
think they can
eat
anyway.
grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but
In
tree
any
leaves in
capacity,
their
even if
stomach
it's
anyway?
for a funny reason.
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just try not to get hurt. I better get going.
All right. I'll be here if you need me.
Let's okay, let's save the game. Open tab. What outfits do I have? Yeah. This is actually my favorite armor right here.
Nice. Karja Blazone.
Arja Blazon. But I use that in my my main save.
The one with the midriff, I see.
A lot of them have that. I like
Nice, dude. Fucking nice.
And then I think I use... I use that one? I don't know. It's the one I have right now. That one's kind of cool. I use this one in another save.
Cool.
What I like about these is that they added the option to just like you technically can equip one armor, but you can apply the look of another, so it's just cosmetic, and I love that.
Oh, cool.
Because it sucks when you have to wear a certain armor because of stats, and you're just like, but I don't like the look of it.
Yeah.
So you just like equip the stats of one, but then it's just like, oh, but if you like the look of the other, then use that. Where it is.
Wing's holding up?
And that keeps happening. I thought they fixed that black screen thing, but nope. They have not fixed that.
That's so weird.
I see you, champion. Sit, please.
Okay. Let's see, level 62. That'll be this one.
If you walk by, you'll miss out on a good trade.
Actually, wait a minute. This might be my original save file because it has the most hours put into it. I'm on New Game Plus.
Sounds about right.
Let's see, level 62. 61, and okay.
A splitting headache. Hey man, yeah, go in and definitely get some rest.
These are New Game Plus without Burning Shores. So these were before that. Yeah, the highest level too. So yeah, this is actually probably my original save file.
Race? Well, they definitely don't sound like rebels. Maybe if I follow their
Photo mode.
She's like, oh.
Oh. Okay. Alrighty, well, that is where I'm going to end it for today.
Alrighty.
Ugh. So, thank you all so much for joining, and as always, if you are new, don't forget to subscribe for more casual gaming content, and join my Discord. There's a link in the description below. Mark, do you have anything you'd like to plug?
Well, like I said before, earlier in the stream, we're starting Spyro A Hero's Tale on YouTube this... Oh, let me stretch real quick. This Friday, we're actually going to be finishing off 2 games soon. Twitch Week, where I'm playing nothing. I'm playing games only on Twitch. We'll start with us finishing up Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning, which was our 50 follower incentive. And then the next YouTube week coming up the week after, we're going to open by finishing up Banjo-Tooie. So hopefully you guys tune in for that. I just got Uno. Speaking of Ubisoft, funny enough, I just got Uno. So that might be a lot of fun to play on stream. I'm trying to get a group together, so we'll see if we can get that popping. We also have another game that I haven't played yet. I obviously know of it. I'm not going to say what it is just yet. We're trying to get a group for that as well. It's a very infamous meme game, sort of. I mean, not sort of, but whatever. So we're trying to get some multiplayer groups together for that. Beyond that, I have so far there's only 1 episode, but I've got a series on my channel called 1-1, where we talk about the first level in a game and just kind of analyze it, look at it, talk about it. So the first one was Insanity Beach from Crash 1. This one is Stone Hill. So I'm going to actually re-record my voiceover for that like right after the stream. And those are some of the more those are things you can look forward to like off the bat.
Yep, and then I just posted it in the chat. If you have anything to say about Legend of Spyro or Crash of the Titans, don't forget to sign up for my deep dive video. There's a link to the form in the chat.
There is also, really quickly, I said before, my Let's Play channel, VidGames FTW. We do our Let's Plays. We have a podcast. So recently we just put up an episode about Tekken 8. If we have any Tekken fans here, we talked about Tekken 8. Spoilers in that podcast if you do check it out for the story mode. But it was a lot of fun.
Okay, well, that's gonna do it, and then we'll see you all next time. Till then, it's Miharu signing off.